Let's practice the host style baseliner style with Victoria in Tours 8 and 7 of Tennis Clash, a sports game published by Wildlife Studios. So if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel Gameplay 365 and to turn on the bell. Alright, we start in the Tour 8 versus quite agile Kaito, having two quite strong hands for a Kaito character, of course. So this opponent is often seen in the top 100. Now and then his number of trophies is reduced a bit, depending on the streak of victories or defeats. So here we try to most of all play on windshield wiper mode. But now and then, well, I try to hit my cross-court drop shot. When he gets it right, then he's quite experienced. I think that we have faced 7 times, so he knows that I like to hit that kind of cross-court shots. That's why he wasn't running to the other corner there. He has a very nice backhand. I try to hit that short serve. Doesn't work all the time, of course. For opponents who know how to counter it, it's very easy to smash them. Short soft serves. And for players who don't know, who haven't practiced enough, well, they can be disturbing. Okay, so given that he's playing with Kaito, he can afford the lux to play with the Choker Quartz, which reduces his stamina quite fast. On the last point, he left the court totally open, so I just hit that backhand there where he wasn't. Let's open this classic back to 8. Which surprisingly doesn't give very often good cards compared to the classic backs of Tour 7 or the or the other classic backs up to even Tour 6. Oh right, it's a top 50 player of the core group. I start with a cross-court shot. Which is good because that makes the opponent feel unsecure whenever he serves. As you can see, the Gucci string has a very nice critical hit chance, and well, that gives very hard strokes to counter. Even with my strong forehand, with this Victoria's strong forehand of 76, it's not easy. The game is lagging. Yep. Alright. That's very hard to counter this critical hit. Especially when the hands of this Kaito are already strong. So when there's a critical effect on it, that's quite lethal. But well, when it's my opponent's turn to serve, well, I have my chance. And that's the contrary, of course, when it's my turn to serve. Here, I'm quite lucky to kind of outflanking him by surprise. And here, this is not a lucky shot. This is just a cross-court shot. Here we go. So Let's open the bag here again. Oh right, so some subs have asked me how to do this cross-court shot. I'm going to make a tutorial a bit later on, but if you watch the drop shot, how to swipe to make a drop shot video that I have already published on the channel, well, I explain how to swipe the soft drop shot in this tutorial, and if you do the same, you do the same thing, but you make a diagonal swipe, well, you have this cross-court shot. This is very simple, very simply that, except that you see it quite fast into 7 or to 8 when I hit them, because, well, I have more power in those tours than if I hit them in 2-4, 2-3 or 2-4, where with a lower forehand power they would appear a bit slower and less efficient. Okay, I face a Victoria having high stats here. He went on commenting on the channel Gameplay 265, that was kind of him. Ram. Yep. He has some good, very good hard strokes. And his Victoria is going to hurt a lot as soon as he has enough practice.
5, 4.
I think that he definitely deserves to have a much higher number of trophies, given his stats. Well, at least he has the cards to help him reach a higher ranking if he wants to put enough practice time to the game. Yep. I'm waiting to have the anvil at level 13 too. It will give me 4 more agility points. That would give me 80 agility instead of 76. Actually, I would love to have the same agility than his. He has 81 agility with his Victoria. And I'm needing how many? Hold on, 60 something Victoria's cards to get her to level 13, and then, well, I will have 81 agility too. That will be much better to face Agile Kato. Alright. I was lucky to get out of this match versus Ram alive there. Okay, let's tackle a Kaito. So this one has chosen to play with the Punisher God. I was trying to outflank him again and again there. I should have played that shot, the previous one, more securely. Anyway, I'm not very afraid of the Punisher God.
1, 2.
You know, I know that most often the opponents who choose to play with this string will have their stamina depleted quite quickly. So all I have to do is to make them run a lot, to make them drain their stamina, and then, well, by the second part of the match, if I survive until the end, if I don't have a big gap in score, well, generally that's not a big problem. The Punisher God has lost a lot of his efficiency versus before the big update, for sure. It was very good beforehand, along with the Siberian wire, just behind a very special string like the fortune chord or
4,
the Hertz string, and the carnival chord, etc. But now, well, they are even less useful than the choker chords or the Maestro Monty. I was trying to play with the Siberian wire during the Big Weekly tournament round at Challenger level. And well, I will not play with the string again while trying to catch the high serve. It's not very good, especially if I use it with Leo or Victoria, who have low stamina with the high serve lineup. Alright, another big stats, Kaito, especially in agility and stamina. And here again, surprisingly, it's another Punisher God. I'm always surprised that those experienced players chose to play with the Punisher God. The Siberian wire, well, I wouldn't have understood. Yeah, because it counters my forehand, but my backhand is not as good as the forehand. Of course, as usual, I start the match quite badly. Yeah, this is exactly this kind of small rallies
3,
that make the opponent lose a lot of stamina. Yep, as you can see, he can hardly run. So, if he doesn't succeed in hitting very strong returns on my serves, well, there's absolutely no chance for him to win. Look at the stamina bar of this opponent. It's already very low. And we are only at half of the match. See the damage? So that's so easy afterwards. Just have to put the ball where he's far from, and that's it. Yeah, this is exactly this kind of cross-court shots that is killing his stamina.
match point.
When he has to do the long catch. Plus he has absolutely no more stamina to run, so that's quite easy. I just had to toy a bit with his lack of stamina by the end of the match. Always a pleasure to play versus opponents choosing Punisher God. This string is so has been now. Okay, let's open some bags. Nope, not good. Okay, this one is just unlocking. Well, this is a much more standard. Kaito into 7, 84 agility only. But, well, you know, when this Kaito, when even lower stats Kaito is playing with Maestro Monty, I would say that he's more dangerous than the Punisher God.
3, love.
Okay. Bad return there.
1.
Classic windshield wiper model. And one last big hit to wrong foot him. Yep, he was not very accurate there. Okay, things are going well. And sometimes there are those very accurate shots
Match point.
out of the blue, and you can't do nothing.
Second serve.
Even with a 90 something HLD, I would not have caught them, I think. Those extremely far.
Play. Match point.
Okay, I always have a big chance on the return when I receive with my big forehand. Alright, let's open the packs and discover the lineup that I use with Victoria for this training session, where I hope you enjoy watching me practice the host style based liner style with Victoria in Tour 8 and 7 of Tennis Clash, a sports game published by Wildlife Studios. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel Gameplay 365 to stay tuned for new videos of Tennis Clash. Thank you a lot for your support, and see you soon on Gameplay 365. Bye bye.